All right, welcome back. Now, we're all about the good vibes. That is, in this case, we can almost literally feel from a few blocks away because right now the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs are slamming the hardwood in Game 3 of the NBA Finals at Madison Square Garden. President Trump returning to his hometown tonight to cheer on the Knickerbockers. He is the first sitting president to attend an NBA final game. And even your humble host representing with some team colors. But back with me now, NTD Sports reporter Dave Martin. Thanks, of course, for being here and staying late. Now, President Trump is at the Knicks game as we speak. So is Mamdani, New York City mayor, and many other celebrities. And we heard that Taylor Swift might make an appearance.
Yeah, if Taylor Swift is there, you got to think Travis Kelce is there, too. I would think also, the mainstays of the Knicks, Spike Lee, Ben Stiller, Tracy Morgan, Timothée Chalamet, Kylie Jenner, maybe some others, John McEnroe, Adam Sandler, Anne Hathaway. They've got a number of celebrity fans there. Also, looks like Mayor Mamdani will show up, and of course, the aforementioned President Trump. I think it kind of adds to the whole excitement of the game. It's kind of like Wimbledon, the royal family shows up in their box usually for the Wimbledon matches. But like you said, this is the first time we've ever had a sitting president at an NBA Finals game. I think it's going to really make it exciting.
Well, there is a lot of excitement, as you mentioned, surrounding this game. Also, a lot of security with a lot of the watch parties getting canceled. You were actually out there earlier this evening. What was it like outside Madison Square Garden?
I mean, it was pretty crazy. I mean, my voice was hoarse for quite a long time, trying to do those promos and talking over the crowd there. Yeah, quite the security measures, all those roads being closed, all those Knicks fans trying to get into the game. So because of Trump and all the security, of course, there's no watch party tonight outside of Madison Square Garden. Of course, you still have them, I think, at Bryant Park. I think there's another one in Brooklyn. But like I said, they had that 8-foot-tall security wall all around Madison Square Garden. They had those TSA-style check-ins just to get into the game. People still want to be there, though. I mean, the Knicks, they're on such a roll, it feels like they're actually going to finally do it. Fans were just excited. I think they feel the same way.
Speaking of the fans, of course, Knicks haven't won a title since 1973. If they can pull this off, what would it mean for the franchise, but also the fans who have waited, decades for this moment?
I was talking to this Knicks fan right outside Madison Square Garden. There's hundreds of thousands, of course, of them there. He was talking about how long it's been since the Knicks had won, 1973, how his dad was a Knicks fan, and how back in 1973, the NBA Finals were broadcast on tape delay. Imagine that. The NBA was so unpopular, the games weren't even live on TV. It wasn't until the 80s when you had Jordan, Magic, and Bird. Knicks, meanwhile, they've had a bit of a rough time since 1973. The 90s were good to them. They made the finals twice there. But rough time since. Meanwhile, the Knicks, they're kind of like a lot of generations of family root for them. They were only an NBA team in New York City. So I think there's going to be a fair amount of family bonding, father, son, even grandfather over them winning. It's really a family affair, I would say.
All right, well, a lot of excitement for sure. Dave, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Tiff.